Salakia once again. Somebody keep calling me, so I'm gonna have to make 1, 2, 3, part 1, part 2, and part 3 of the same lesson right now. Unfortunately, because when someone called, Salakia, hold on, Salakia, let me get this. I gotta get this. I'm doing a lesson. I'll call you right back. All right, Salakia for that. All right. Therefore, this is the book of Revelation. 12:12 reads, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time." He knows his time is short. The Most High is speeding up things. You know, we're already in 2025 now, according to Esau Edom's calendar. You know, and Barakatah Yahweh Shai, called Lord Yahweh Bashim Shai, that Apostle Tahar, the Lord has given him the spirit to name these years, to coin phrases to the years concerning prophecy. You see, so we understand that this year is the year of our deliverance. The hour is the Israelite man, woman, and child. You see, the elect. You see, and destruction and judgment to Esau, which we know he's the so-called white man. You see, but the Lord, thank the Lord for that man, for our apostle. You see, he's the head apostle. You see, we respect that, wholeheartedly. So the Lord has given him, because to coin this year. You see, but it reads on. It said, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens." That's the elect, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. Yeah, he has but a short time, you see. And the Lord is coming back with anger, not with love, hugs, and kisses. The Lord, the Christian pastors will tell you that the Lord loves everybody. The Lord does not love everybody. He says in Romans, the 9th chapter, I believe around the 13th verse, "Jacob have I loved, Esau have I hated." And he means that. There's no repentance for Esau. There's no repentance. This world was made for Israel. You see? Not for the other heathen nations. You see? Well, let me get back to this. For when this is 1 Thessalonians 5th chapter, starting with the 3rd verse again. It reads, "For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape." And you're not going to escape this destruction, Israel. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians. If you're not covered, and if you're not of one of the elect that the Most High has chosen, and Lord willing, I hope all of GMS is of the elect. You see, and Lord willing, including myself, who is an affiliate of GMS. You see, it's teaching the same doctrine. You see, Lord willing, all the sincere men of GMS just teaching this 100% truth in sincerity, be delivered from this coming destruction. I know we're going to have some martyrs. There will be martyrs. But nonetheless, Lord willing, you will be all right, because the Lord going to put a spirit on us to be that martyr. You see, there's no fear. He said, "Fear not, thou worm Jacob," roughly paraphrasing. You see, the Lord is going to save us. Jacob's trouble is going to be fierce. It's going to be rough. It's going to be like a time we never experienced before. Not even the transatlantic slave trade coming on those ships, packed like sardines, being thrown to the sharks in the oceans of waters, you see. That's not going to compare to how Jacob's trouble is going to be. A man is going to be frightened. A man is going to be scared for his own life, for his own survivor. You see? Not only you're not going to be worrying about, you're not going to be, you're not going to be concerned about women in that time either. You're going to be, I believe we're going to be concerned about ourselves. You see? So, these are the times that's coming, Israel. These are not playing times. The Lord is coming back with anger. Let me finish reading this. Going back to 1 Thessalonians, the 5th chapter, the 3rd verse. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction coming upon them as travail upon a woman with child. You see, a woman that's getting ready to deliver a baby, having those contractions, that's labor pains. She's getting ready to deliver, and she goes through much pain and sorrow during that time. That's how our deliverance is coming. You see, that's why Apostle Tahar named this year. This is the year of our deliverance, but it's going to come with pain. It's going to come with sorrows, which are the beginnings. Whew. But when those labor pains come, as a woman with child, you see, travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. You ain't going to escape this, Israel. The only way you're going to be able to escape this is if you are of the elect, covered, of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. You see? Let me get something else. I had something else in mind I was going to get. Let me see. All right. I'm going to go to, let me go here. Just go here. This is not a time to be playing around, Israel. This is not a time to be thinking that you're more high about yourself than you are. You see? This is a time to be humble, to be meek, to be brotherly loving. You see? This is what this time is. I don't think I want that one. Let me go to another precept that I would like to pull up. Okay, yeah. This is let's go to 2nd Ezra 8 and 50. That's a good one. It's a real good go-to. Any great miseries, because these are the times that we're entering into. And that's not going to be a time to be thinking about, look at me. Look at how great I am, and look at how well or how many precepts I can bring out. These are some serious times, Israel. These are some times that we must fear Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. All right? And these are the times that we put we put aside your iniquities. You see? For it reads here, this is 2nd Ezra 8 and 50 reads, for many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. You don't fear Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, you're walking in great pride. If you're not going to put away your little trivial differences and your iniquities, you're walking in great pride. All right, let me get that. Hold on a minute. Let me see if I can find that. Okay, here it is right here. It says here, woe be unto, this is 2nd Ezra 16 and 77. Reads, woe be unto them that are bound with their sins, and covered with their iniquities, like as a field is covered up with bushes, and the path thereof covered with thorns, that no man may travel through. You see, so covered and so proud, doing things the way you want to do them, the way you think is best, despising the Lord's prophets, telling you to turn back, despising, the precepts that are being brought out. Continue on with your, the wicked way you've always lived. Not, loving the brotherhood correctly. You see, being proud. You see, just being stubborn. Things like that. So it says destruction. Destruction be unto them that are bound with their sins. Because what is sin? Sin is transgression of the law. So if you're not walking humbly, and you're not, and you're walking in pride, that's sin. And that means that destruction, that if you are bound with them, if you're found, doing these things when Yahweh comes back, when the grace period is over, you're going to suffer. You're going to be destroyed. Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians. You see? So, where was that? Going back. Let's go back to, let's find, I was at Great Miseries. Yeah. Let me go back there. All right, it says, for this is 2nd Ezra 8 and 50, which reads, for many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. Jumping on down, kind of tops it off, reading, it says, 2nd Ezra 8 and 56 reads, for when they had taken liberty during this grace period to get things right, to ask for forgiveness, to reconcile, to drop the pride, to love the brethren, you see, not doing things according to your own mindset, the way you did them in the world. You can't bring con in this ministry, Israel. You can't bring those shenanigans and those tricks and those psychological mind games in this truth, Israel. You got to be straight and forward. You see, you got to be, humble. You got to submit to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, these scriptures. You see? All right, it says here, for when they had taken liberty, they despised the Most High, thought scorn of his law, and forsook his ways. Nothing wrong with being austere. There's nothing wrong with being austere. We should be austere. But there's a time when we have to, deal with other brothers. There's a time we should always deal with other brothers in truth and sincerity. You see? But, hey, if this doesn't penetrate, so be it. All right? What else did I have? What else? Let's see. 2nd Ezra. Okay, let's go there. All right. 2nd Ezra 6:22. See what that reads. This is just a little something. Thought I got a day off. I thought I'd bring it out. Bring some good scriptures out. Do some works. All right. This is the book of Second Ezra, because hard times are coming, stores are going to be closing. You know, Israel stores are going to be closing. The supermarkets that we're going to now, we may not be able to go to them. If we are able to go to them, there's not going to be anything in there. It's going to be found empty, as the scripture says. It says here in Second Ezra 6:22, and suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. And the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man hear it, they shall be suddenly afraid. At that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountains shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. Maybe a shortage of water right there. And what about when friends starts to fight one another when they are short of resources? We done been through this a lot. Many times, Israel. We go out on the highways and the hedges and continue to give you the warning about these things. You see? These are Jacob's trouble times right here. They're not going to be pleasant. Well, you can still go to the store now. You still have running water. You still have electricity. You still have, you still can get the things that you need. You even still have jobs, although they are drying up, although, things are, dwindling down now, but you still are able to go out and buy and sell. You see, the draconian laws that's going to come are not yet here. Although we are in this captivity and we are being, squeezed, as though, the scenario as, you put a frog in a pot of water and you slowly turn up the heat. But this is going to, it ain't gonna be no, a lightly increase at a time situation. This is going to come abruptly. You see, it's going to come suddenly. It's going to come as a thief in the night. The Lord said he was going to come out as a thief in the night, and that's his visitation. You see? All right, reading on, it says, at that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, because they are lacking resources and things of that such. See, the lights are out, electricity out, no communications, no 911, nobody to save you, all right, and nobody to help you. All right, it says friends, your next door neighbor, people you've known, maybe even some people that you you went out on the highways and the hedges with. You see, it's going to be terrible, Israel. You see, we don't know who is the elect. We don't know if we are the elect, but we are the hopeful elect. Lord willing, we are. We hoping that we are the elect. As long as we continue in this truth, as long as we continue to make these videos and being brotherly, kind and love to one another, showing hospitality, helping where you can, without being abused, Israel. Don't abuse your brother. You see? So, reading on. It says here, at that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. You see, you're not going to be able to trust anybody at that time. You see, you might see someone that you haven't seen, and you may need help, but you're going to be very, very skeptical, skittish in approaching that brother, and you're going to be watching him, perhaps with some type of weapon in your hand. See if he's going to make the wrong move or an aggressive move against you to try to do you bodily harm. That's how badly things are going to be, Israel. It's not going to be a social structure in this day, in that day. You see? It's going to read here, and then it reads on, it says, let me go back to the top. It says, verse 2nd Ezra 6 and 24. At that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountains shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. That means there's going to be a water shortage. All right? Whosoever remaineth from all these that I have told thee shall escape and see my salvation and the end of your world. You see, if we live through this and we get up in those chariots, we'll see the Lord's salvation. That'll be the elect. Only elect will see that. The other, there may be some martyrs, or of course there may be some martyrs, but the Lord may he's going to bless some of his elect to see it through, to get through Jacob's trouble without going into the spirit world. And even if we do go into the spirit world, we can be good. You can be good. It was just our lot. That's the way the Lord wanted to do it. We understand that. And the men that are received shall see it, who have not tasted death from their birth. And the heart of the inhabitants shall be changed and turn into another meaning. For evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched. You see, we're going to have those bodies of immortality. We're going to see that change in our bodies, Lord willing. Of course, he's going to do it. Lord willing, I'm of that elect. We're going to have these immortality bodies. We'll never go off again. We'll never sin, because, the law, statutes, and commandments are going to be put inside of us. And it's going to feel good, Israel. It's going to feel real good. So these are a few things that I wanted to bring out. Lord willing, it was edifying. Okay? All right. So with that, I'm gonna close. All right. But before I close, I want to give all honor and all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rikah HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, whom I've learned this wondrous truth. Salutations to the hopeful elect who are scattered in the four corners of the earth. Again, Shalom.